Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see about simplifying real numbers. So last few videos we are discussing about the real numbers. So in real numbers we have seen a lot of things. So in this video we are going to cover simplifying real numbers as well as rationalizing. Okay. So let's move on to the topic. So real numbers. What is the meaning of real numbers? What are all the numbers comes under real numbers? We know that real numbers in the sense the numbers which is present on the number line is called as real numbers, right? So in number line we will have all the type of numbers, right? Negative numbers as well as the positive numbers. So here in this picture I have shown a number line. Here we have the 0, that is origin, and positive numbers as well as the negative numbers. In this direction we will mark positive numbers, so this will be a negative numbers, okay, this side. So in this real numbers we have seen that all type of rational numbers, integers, whole numbers, natural numbers, so these are all comes under real numbers. Now we are going to see some example sums and exercise sums in your NCERT book. Okay, so now we are going to see example 13. The question is, add 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 and root 2 minus 3 root 3. Okay, so this we are going to add this with this. So these two numbers we are going to add. Okay, so let's see how to add this. So first what you have to do, you have to write the given question as it is, but instead of add and we have given the symbol. Okay, like this you have to write. This will be your first step. Okay, after writing this, for our understanding purpose, we have separated these two terms by using the brackets. Okay, so we have separated the two terms and in between the addition symbol is there. Now if you look at these two terms here, which is the common part? Root 2 is common for both, and here root 3 is common for both. So we have taken root 2 as a common, and here we have taken root 3 as common. So root 2 into 2 plus 1, if we have taken root 2 there, here it will be 1. Instead of root 2, here it will be 1. So it will become 2 plus 1. In the same way, here if you taken root 3 as common, here 5 alone will be there and here minus 3 will be there. Okay, so that was written here inside the bracket. Now 2 plus 1, it will be 3. So 3 root 2 plus 5 minus 3, what is the answer? 2. So 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. Okay, so that's it. Let's see the next question. Example 14. And the question is, multiply 6 root 5 by 2 root 5. Okay, here I have splitted the slide into 2. But when you are copying this in your notebook, please write in a linear way. Okay, after writing this you have to write this, under this you should write. Okay, so now the example 14, the question is multiply 6 root 5 by 2 root 5. Okay, so we are going to multiply 6 root 5 and 2 root 5. Let's see how to do. So first what you have to do, you have to write the same question as it is by whatever is given in the wording format, that you have to write as a operations. Okay, like a symbol you should write. So here we have written 6 root of 5 into 2 root of 5. So here we can able to see that root 5, that irrational numbers alone we have taken separately. That root numbers we have taken separately, and the whole numbers we have taken separately. Okay, so this can be written as 6 into 2 into 5 root 5 into root 5. Okay, so 6 2s are, the number become 12, and root 5 into root 5, when you are multiplying root the same number of root of the same number twice, then it will become a whole number. Okay, if you are multiplying root 5 into root 5, the answer will be 5. In the same way, if you multiply any number, the same number, if it is root, if you multiply that, you will get the whole number. For example, if it is root 2 into root 2, the answer will be 2. In the same way, if it is root 3 squared, the answer will be 3. Likewise. Okay, so here we got the answer 12, and here we got the answer 5. Now 12 into 5, 12 5s are 60. So 60 will be the answer. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So the next question is example 15. Now we are going to divide 8 root 15 by 2 root 3. What we are going to do? We are going to divide 8 root 15 by 2 root 3. Let's see how to do. So here I have written, I told you first step will be as it is. Whatever is given in the question, as it is you should write, but you have to write as a symbol. So here they have given divide the word, but here we have given as a symbol, okay, 8 root 15 by 2 by 3. So now this can be written as like multiplication. What we did, we have written the whole number separately and the root number separately, right? So as like that we have to write here also. So 8 by 2 into root 15 by root 3, okay. So now 8 by 2 it will become 4, okay. That I have shown in the next step. In before that, root 15, this 15, don't see the root. Inside the root we have 15, right? So 15 can be written as 5 into 3. 5 3s are 15, because here in denominator we have root 3, right? For that I have made this numerator also become a root 3. For that purpose I have changed this 15 as 5 into 3, okay. So 5 3s are 15. We have written 15 as 5 into 3, okay. Now what we are going to do, we are going to cancel this. So 8 by 2 it will become 4, and then this root of 5 into 3 can be written as root 5 into root 3. Both are same. So we have written like this, root 5 into root 3. Now this root 3 and this root 3 will be cancelled, okay. So I'll show you now. So this and this has cancelled and it will become 4. Now this root 3 and this root 3 will be cancelled, okay. So what is remaining now? Only here 4 is remaining and here only root 5 is there, because this 2 already cancelled. So the answer will be 4 root 5. Can you understand? So let's move on to the next one. So the next question is example 16. Simplify the following expressions. So in this example 16 they have given some expressions that we are going to simplify it, okay. So let's see how to simplify the given expression. So the given expression is 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5. This we are going to simplify, okay. So let's see. So first we have to write as it is, whatever is given in the question as it is we should write, that is 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5. Now what we did, you have learnt about the distributive law, right? So here as per the distributive law we have distributed the given expression, okay. Let's see. First we have multiplied 5 into 2 plus root 5, this term fully, okay. 5 into 2 plus root 5, then in between plus is there, so here also we have used plus. Then we have multiplied root 7 into 2 plus root 5. This we have taken as a whole term, okay. And with this we have multiplied, first we have multiplied 5 with this term, okay. First we have multiplied 5 with this term. Now we have multiplied root 7 with this term, and in between there is a plus symbol. That's why we have used plus symbol here also, okay. Can you understand? So 5 into 2 plus root 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5. Now again we are going to multiply 5 into 2 and then 5 into root 5. Let me erase everything, then you can understand it. So now just look at here, we have multiplied 5 into 2 first, then 5 into root 5. Likewise here also root 7 into 2, then root 7 into root 5, okay. In this way we have multiplied. Now just look at this step. First step will be 5 into 2 plus 5 into root 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5 into root 7. Can you understand? So like this we have to write this step. Now the next step will be 5 2s are 10. Then 5 into root 5 it will become 5 root 5. Then here also the same thing, root 7 into 2 it will become 2 root 7. Then here also root, here also root. So what we did, we have made as a single root, okay. Both are root numbers, right? So we made a single root, and inside the root we have written 5 into 7. So now this can be written as 10 plus 5 root 5 plus 2 root 7. 5 7s are 35. So plus root 35. Okay. This is the way you have to simplify the given expression. So let's see. Let's see the next expression. The next expression is 5 plus root 5 into 5 minus root 5. Okay, so this is looking as a plus b into a minus b. Am I right? Both are same term. Here also 5 plus 5 and root 5, and here also 5 and root 5. The only difference is a sign. Here we have used a plus sign, and here we have used a minus sign. So this is looking like a plus b into a minus b. So we know that formula already. So a plus b into a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. But here instead of a, which number is present? 5. Instead of b, we have root 5. So we are going to use this formula. Instead of a, you should write 5. Instead of b, you should write root 5. Okay, so let's see. So here this is given in the question. A plus b and a minus b is given in the question. We have to write a square minus b square alone. So instead of a, you should write 5. Instead of b, you should write root 5. So this can be written as a square minus b square can be written as 5 squared minus root 5 the whole squared. Okay, so 5 squared, if you square the 5, you will get 25. And if you square the root, you will get the whole number, that is 5. So 25 minus 5, the answer will become 20. Okay, so let's see the next one. So the next expression is third subdivision is root 3 plus root 7 the whole square. So this is looking like a plus b the whole square. Am I right? So this is looking like a plus b the whole square. We know that formula for a plus b the whole square, that is a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. So here instead of a, what is given? Root 3. Instead of b, here is given root 7. So instead of a and b, we are going to use root 3 and root 7. Okay, so let's write the same expression, same formula by using root 3 and root 7 instead of a and b. Okay, let's write. So this a square plus b square plus 2ab can be written as root 3 the whole square plus root 7 the whole square plus 2 into root 3 into root 7. Okay, now if you square the root 3, you will get number 3. If you square the root 7, you will get number 7 plus this here, it is a single root. Both are root numbers, so we made it as a single root. Okay, so 2 into root of 3 into 7. Okay, now 3 plus 7, it will become 10. Here also you can change, but I have written in the next step. But if you written here also, it will not be a problem. Okay, so 3 plus 7, it will become 10, and 7 3s are 21. So that's our answer. Okay, 10 plus 2 root of 21 will be the answer for this question. So let's move on to the next one. So the next expression is root of 11 minus 7, root of 11 minus root of 7, and then root of 11 plus root of 7. So this is looking like a minus b into a plus b, the same way. So already we know the formula. So this is looking like a plus b into a minus b, that is equal to a squared minus b squared, and we know that instead of a, we should write root of 11, and instead of b, we should write root 7. So this a squared minus b squared can be written as root of 11 the whole square minus root of 7 the whole square. So when you are squaring the root, you will get the whole number. Right? So when you are squaring root 11 the whole square, you will get number 11. In the same way, if you square root 7, you will get number 7. So 11 minus 7, the answer will be 4. Okay. Let's see the next one. Now we are going to see the exercise problems. This question is taken from exercise 1.5, second question. Okay. So the question is, simplify each of the following expression. So here they have given 3 expressions that we are going to simplify. Okay. So the first question is 3 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2. Okay. So 3 plus root 3 and into 2 plus root 2. This is the question. Now we are going to simplify it. So let's see how to simplify this expression. So first we have to write as it is. Whatever is given in the question as it is, we should write. So whatever we have seen in the example, the same way we are going to simplify this question also. So let's take this as per the distributive law. First we are going to multiply. We are going to consider this as a whole term. and we are going to multiply 3 by this term and then root 3 by this term. Okay, so let's see, 3 into 2 plus root 2 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2. Okay, 2 plus root 2 we have considered as a single term and we multiplied this term with this two terms. Okay, so now the next step will be like this, 3 into 2 then 3 into root 2. Okay, in the same way here root 3 into 2 and then root 3 into root 2, whatever we have discussed earlier, the same thing. Okay, so now 3 into 2 plus 3 into root 2 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 3 into root 2. Okay, now if you multiply 3 into 2, 3 to 6, then here 3 into root 2, so it will be written as the same way, 3 root 2, then here also 2 root 3, and then here both the number is a root number, so here we made as a single root and inside the root we have written 3 into 2. Okay, now 6 plus 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3, 3 to 6, so this can be written as root 6. Okay, this is the way you have to simplify. Let's see the next one. So the next expression is 3 plus root 3 into 3 minus root 3. So this is looking like a plus b into a minus b. So we know that formula already. So a plus b into a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. But here instead of a we should write 3 and instead of b we should write root 3. Okay, so let's write a squared minus b squared can be written as 3 squared minus root 3 squared. Okay, so 3 squared the answer will be 9, root 3 squared the answer will be 3. If you subtract 9 minus 3 you will get the answer 6. Okay, this is how you have to simplify the given expression. Okay, so let's see the next one. So the next expression is root 5 plus root 2 the whole square. This is looking like a plus b the whole square. So we know that formula, a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Here we have taken a as root 5 and b as root 2. So this is in the question. Now we are going to write a square plus b square plus 2ab by using root 5 and root 2. Okay, so let's see. Just look at here, root 5 the whole square plus root 2 the whole square plus 2 into root 5 into root 2. So root 5 if you squared it you will get number 5, and if you squared root 2 you will get number 2. Then here both are written as a separate root, but here we have taken as a single root, and inside the root we have written 5 into 2. Okay, so now 5 plus 2 it will become 7 and 5 2s are 10, so it will become 2 root of 10. So the answer is 7 plus 2 root 10. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So here is a fourth expression. The expression is root 5 minus root 2 into root 5 plus root 2. So this is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. So this can be written as a squared minus b squared. But instead of a we should take root 5, instead of b we should take root 2. So a square minus b square can be written as root of 5 the whole square minus root 2 the whole square. So if you square this root 5 you will get number 5, and if you square root 2 you will get number 2, and when you are subtracting 5 minus 2 you will get the answer 3. That will be the answer. Okay, so let's see the next one. So now we are going to rationalize a denominator of irrational number. Okay, so what is the meaning of rationalize? Any guess? Just think about it. Rationalize means why we should rationalize the irrational number, in the sense we should not leave an irrational number in the denominator. Okay, we will have numerator as well as a denominator, right? In the denominator we should not leave any irrational number. So for that purpose we are rationalizing the irrational number. Okay, so we are going to rationalize it. Now we are I'm going to show you some examples of how to rationalize 1 by root 2 and 1 by 2 plus root 3. Okay, that I am going to show you now. Let's see how to rationalize 1 by root 2. So this is example 17 in NCERT book. Now we are going to rationalize the denominator of 1 by root 2. So which is the denominator here? Root 2 is the denominator, and this is an irrational number. Root 2 is an irrational number, right? So that we are going to rationalize now. What is the meaning of rationalize? That is, we are going to remove the root. Okay, we are going to remove the root from the denominator. That is called rationalizing. So let's see how to do. So as I said, rationalize in the sense removing root from the denominator. So for if you want to remove root from this root of 2, if you want to remove the root, what we have to do? We have to multiply this whole term by root of 2. Okay, root 2. Then only when you are going to multiply this root by another root, then only you will get the whole number, right? So what are we going to do? Whatever is given in the denominator, by the same number we are going to multiply and divide the whole term. Okay, so let's see. So as I said, we are going to multiply and divide this term by root 2 because denominator we have only root 2. So that's why we have multiply and divided this term by root 2. Okay, so 1 by root 2 into root 2 by root 2. So 1 into root 2, it will become root 2. And here, if it is root 2 into root 2, the meaning is root 2 the whole square. So when you square this root 2, you will get number 2. So the answer will become root 2 by 2. That is the answer for this question. Okay. So let's see the next question. That is example 18. Okay. So the next question is example 18. The question is 1 by 2 plus root 3. Here we are going to rationalize the denominator. Okay. So let's see. The first step will be as it is. Whatever is given in the question, that we have to write. Then in next step, what we have to do? Whatever is given in the denominator, with that we are going to multiply and divide by this term. Okay. The question is going to multiply and divide it by the term which is present on the denominator. But the change is, here we have to change the sign. Okay. So 2 minus root 3 by 2 minus root 3. Okay. Now this 1 into 2 minus root 3, when you are multiplying, it will become 2 minus root 3 only. The same term we will get. But here it is looking like a plus b into a minus b. Am I right? So this can be written as a squared minus b squared. Okay. So here a is 2 and b is root 3. So this can be written as 2 squared minus root 3 the whole square. Okay. So now this can be written as 2 minus root 3, and when you are squaring the 2, you will get the number 4. And if you square root 3, you will get number 3. Okay. So 4 minus 3, the answer will become 1. So you don't want to show 1. We don't want to write denominator as a 1, right? So we can simply write 2 minus root 3 is the answer. So this is how we have to rationalize the denominator. Okay. So let's see the next sum. So this is this question is taken from exercise 1.5 and fifth question. Okay. Rationalize the denominator of the following. So the first subdivision is 1 by root 7. So if it is root 7, what we have to do? We have to multiply and divide this term by root 7. Okay. So that step about rationalize you have to write. Then this can be written or cannot be written. There is no marks for this. Okay. So 1 by root 7. So this term we are going to multiply and divide by root of 7. Now if it is 1 into root 7, the answer will become root 7, and here we are going to square root of 7. So once you square it, you will get the whole number, that is root 7 by 7. Okay. This will be the answer for this question. So let's move on to the next one. That is the second term will be 1 by root of 7 minus root of 6. So here we have to multiply and divide this term by root 7 plus root 6. Okay, the same term, but we have to change the sign. Okay, so let's see. So the same term we have written into root 7 plus root 6 by root 7 plus root 6. So 1 into root 7 plus root 6 will give the same value, root 7 plus root 6. And here it is looking like a minus b into a plus b. So this can be written as a squared minus b squared. That is root of 7 the whole square minus root of 6 the whole square. So whenever you are squaring the root, you will get the whole number, that is 7 minus 6. And numerator will remains the same. Then 7 minus 6, what is the answer? The answer will become 1. So in denominator, we don't want to mention number 1. So we can write the answer is root 7 plus root 6. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. So the third expression is 1 by root of 5 plus root of 2. So this can be written as, this can be multiplied and divided by root of 5 minus root 2. The same term, but you have to change the sign. Okay, so let's see. So we have written the same, whatever is given in the question, into, we have to change the sign and we should write the numerator as well as the denominator. Okay, so whenever you are multiplying 1 with the any number, you will get the same number as answer. So that we have got. And this denominator is looking like a plus b into a minus b. So this can be written as a squared minus b squared, that is root of 5 the whole square minus root 2 the whole square. So when you are squaring the root, you will get the whole number. Then when you are subtracting 5 minus 2, you will get the answer 3. Okay, this will be the answer. Let's see the next question. So the next term will be 1 by root of 7 minus 2. Okay, so this has to be multiplied and divided by root of 7 plus 2 and by root of 7 plus 2. Okay, so the same term you should write into root of 7 plus 2 by root of 7 plus 2, and 1 into something, the answer will be the same number. And here it is looking like a plus b into a minus b. So this can be written as a squared minus b squared. That's why here we have written root of 7 the whole square minus 2 squared. And when you are squaring the root, you will get the whole number. If you are squaring 2, you will get the answer 4. So numerator will remain the same, and 7 minus 4 will become 3. Okay, so this will be the answer for this question. Let's see the next one. So example 19, rationalize the denominator of 5 by root 3 minus root 5. So we know that how to do this. So the same term we should write into whatever is given in the denominator, that you have to write as a numerator and denominator, but you have to change the sign. So here we have written root 3 plus root 5, okay, in numerator as well as the denominator. Now when you are multiplying 5 into root 3 plus root 5, you have to write like this, 5 into bracket of root 3 plus root 5, okay, and denominator will become the same, that is a minus b into a plus b. It should be written as a squared minus b squared. Now just look at here, the 5 will be common for everything, okay, so like that we have written. And then the denominator, when you are squaring the 2, you will get the whole number, so that can be written like this. Now 3 minus 5, the answer will become minus 2. Okay, so here we have separated the whole numbers and we have written as a separately, okay, like minus 5 by 2 into root 5 plus root 3. So like this you have to solve this type of questions. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So the next question is example 20, and the term is 1 by 7 plus 3 root 2. So this we are going to rationalize the denominator. So we know that if it is any term is given, first you have to write that whatever is given in the denominator, that you have to write as a numerator and denominator for another one term, but you have to change the sign. So here we are going to write a 7 minus 3 root 2 in both the numerator as well as the denominator. So 1 into something, it will be the same number, so that we have written. And down it is showing us a plus b into a minus b. So this can be written as a squared minus b squared. Okay, now if you squared 7, you will get the number 49, and if it is 3 root 2 the whole square, you will, this can be written as 3 into 3 and root 2 into root 2. That is the meaning, right? 3 squared and root 2 squared. So 3 3s are 9, and root 2, once you squared it, you will get the answer 2. So numerator will be 7 minus 3 root 2 and denominator will be 49 minus 9 into 2. Okay, now 9 2s are 18. Am I right? So 7 minus 3 root 2 divided by 49 minus 18, and when you are subtracting 49 from when you are subtracting 49 minus 18, you will get the answer 31. So your answer will become 7 minus 3 root 2 by 31. So my dear students, I hope you all understand whatever we have discussed so far. So I think you get some knowledge on how to rationalize the denominator and how to simplify the real numbers. So practice more. When you started practicing, you will be get to know the maths is the easiest subject. So practice more and score high marks. Thanks for watching. Thank you.